Okay, so hear me out here. That might be the craziest yet plausible theory that I've come up about human existence. We're talking the Matrix meets Jesus meets simulation theory. Hold on to your hats. So there's a version of you that operates in your head, and there's a version of you that is true. These are two different things. You can learn this in psychology, personal development world. You can even learn it through Buddhist philosophy as well, that there is an observer and there is the one taking the action. Because we can observe our thoughts, right? We can observe the actions that we're taking. We can observe what is happening inside of our head. So there is an observer and an experiencer. We could even say that there is a player and the one that's being played. As if we're in some kind of simulation, some kind of video game. Here's where it gets interesting. That version of ourselves that we can observe, our beliefs, our thoughts, our patterning, our conditioning, that is our avatar. That is the character to who is being played. And its autopilot is completely unconscious. You're being programmed from an early age. You still with me? So from the dawn of our birth, we are being conditioned and programmed to think a certain way. And until we decide to become conscious of our conditioning programming, we will be ruled by it. We are autopilot. We're being played. Now, if I was a creator of a simulation and I created characters that were real, that had souls, that came down into my playing field, and I enjoyed them being real, but then one day they were hacked and went from being conscious into unconscious. That they were all of a sudden separated from me. They didn't know who I was anymore. Now we're getting into God theory, right? Humans get hacked. Humans get infiltrated by some kind of maybe oppressive or dark force, Satan. In the timeline of humanity, humans go from being connected to their creator to not being connected to them at all and being ruled instead of being in communion. So we end up just going into unconsciousness and believing the avatar rather than the truth. And perhaps the only way to break free from the matrix, from the simulation, is by the only thing that is true, that holds life, real life, not simulation life, and that is blood. And that's why you see in so many occult stuff that they give blood sacrifices for maybe the devil. But also why what you see in the Bible is about giving blood sacrifices to God, to the Maker, to the Creator. And why ultimately Jesus, the Creator, came down into the simulation, died, gave his own blood so that you may be awakened to the truth of who you really are. So you can stop being the simulated version of you and the actual true version of you. It's Sunday. It's big. What do you think? Let me know. Theories.